Welcome back. Shelby Volo joining us on the show from Abbott Wealth Management on this Wednesday afternoon. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, we're discussing a great topic today. We're talking about spending habits amongst Canadians and how our spending habits changed from this summer to, say, last summer.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I did do a couple graphs here to kind of bullet form it for you so you can kind of see some of the trends. So, the end of May compared to the end of August, there's 29% were carrying more debt. So you can see right there, we were already spending with outside of our means. 22% exceeded their budget, and that was typically $1,000 or more in spending. And the four categories they spent it on was yard work, transportation, renovations, and dining out. Quebec and Ontario were actually 51% more likely to stick to their budget, where Saskatchewan, Manitoba, BC, and Alberta were less likely to stay on budget. Millennials were the highest overspenders, and people ages 18 to 34 exceeded their budgets by 28%. BC's main spending habit was on home renovations, because obviously summer's the best time to do renovations, so it makes sense. And then Alberta was dining and entertainment. And we can kind of predict here that the low interest rates may be to blame for the overspending. People taking on more debt, using their credit cards, their line of credits, maybe buying houses because they're at a low interest rate. And then that caused a lot of overspending. And then in 2016, it's completely different. So Canadians were more concerned with cutting costs, cutting their spending, and sticking to their budget.
Well, that's good.
It is good. And the other thing is people actually had more budgets in 2016, whereas in 2015, they weren't concerned with even having one done. They planned to spend about 25% less than 2015. 81% of people said they were spending May long at home.
That's huge.
It is. And 69% of Canadians said that the dollar impacted their traveling for the rest of their summer. So right there you can see that we aren't spending a lot of money because our dollar isn't that great. So we're not making those travel plans we usually make. And a quarter of Canadians weren't planning on traveling at all. They were planning on doing more like Canadian vacations. You can see 58% were planning on that. 9% were planning on going to the US, and 27% changed their mind due to our dollar, and 8% plan to travel internationally.
Interesting.
Yeah, so some pretty big changes and a huge shift there. And then if you look at this graph's a little bit harder to see, but in 2016, we were more around spending $1,300 compared to 2015, where it was almost $1,800. Yeah, so quite a big jump there. And also summer is 67% Canadians will impulse spend in the summer. So considering we're already trying to put those budgets in place to avoid that is pretty huge. And 32% in 2016 said they were going to very closely stick to their budget, which is up from 2015. And 19% didn't have a household budget in 2015. Like I was saying, there was less budgets made up for 2015. And only 12% said that they didn't have a budget in 2016.
So tell me this. It sounds like people are becoming a little more fiscally responsible this year. That's good.
I think so.
But why do you think that's happening?
Well, like I said, I think our dollar made a lot of changes because we're not going to the States to go shopping. And so we're not, you know, making those impulse decisions and going on a shopping spree or booking all these expensive vacations, because when you're in vacation mode, you're spending money and you're not worried about it.
You're not worried about the consequences.
Exactly.
Right.
So I think that probably had a big shift there, and probably maybe the debt that people experienced in 2015, in 2016, they're like, maybe we shouldn't do this again.
Rein it in a little.
Exactly.
Interesting. Some good stats there.
Yeah, and I also had a couple good tips.
Let's do it.
If you'd like to hear them.
Yeah.
So if your kids went to summer camp this year, just make sure that you kept your receipts, because you can claim that as a child expense benefit.
Good.
2016 is the last year that you can claim your 15% federal refundable children's fitness credit up to $500.
Okay.
And the 15% non-refundable children's arts credit up to $250. So if you did put your kids in some good activities this summer, make sure you hang on to your receipts and do it for your taxes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Great advice. Great segment today, Shelby.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Information on the screen if you have questions for Abbott Wealth. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.